I forgot to do this. So if you don't mind, I forgot to record it. So I just want to do it again. It doesn't hurt. He says, that's going back to number Nun Vav on page Kuf Mem Hey one more time. B'vayr od ki atach besod hayichud misorach hayisod lahashbiach hachasada besod the pasuk v'hachayus ratzav v'shov. So he wants to know what ratzav v'shov means. So he says, b'pirish chayut or chayus hayisod olach mistalach l'mala bebechinas ratzav. So it has ability to go up. It leaves, I guess it goes up, and it becomes the concept of okay, so we're back to the word mistalach l'mala bebechinas ratzo. It goes upwards. Bebe'es zivug yored hachayut l'mata bebechinas b'shuv besod aver chai. And we went over. We'll just go to number Nun Zion again and try to understand what he's trying to tell us. He says, if you look at the Talmud, it says kan is a v'zalashona v'hachayus ratzo v'shuv. So it goes up and down, really. He says, at the time of the Yichud, the Yesod begins at the bottom, and then this is where he says, and he says it's the secret of the letter Gimel. So he says, Gimel, Yehiv gives, and Daled Loket gathers it up. So he says gathering up is concept of the female concept. 1 second, a little mess here. Ratzon Lomer Oz Gimel Romas the Yesod, the Goimel Dalim, V'regala smaller shall Hagimel Romes the Yesod, the Yared the Mata, which goes downwards. So that's the left side. The Gimel itself is the giver. And then the left side goes down. Also the Zohar in Parshat Tetzaveh says, "V'zal l'shon v'kad ayil shimsho b'sihra." This is lashon yichud. Nafek mahai vav dezer anpin. It goes out for the vav dezer anpin. Chad pshito raza de briska gabna da gimel. So I guess this is all the same idea. Is the concept of that aver, which is going downwards. Is delivering actually the chesadim of the yichud, let's say that kind of language. So he says v'da ihu la'Allah b'nukva, and the whole purpose of that is to enter into the nukva ein sham. This is where we were. Zivug oz mistalak hayisod l'mala. But if that's not true, then the yesod, the zivug leaves, it goes upwards, but mochim into the mochin. Now let me, the words were, he said, Kashe'ain zivug, where the zivug doesn't take place, or at the time when the zivug is not taking place. Then the yesod goes upwards, b'mochin b'na'asav vov, b'asav, I guess it's vav with the yud lamala. So that's the concept of the vav itself with a little twig at the end to the left, which is part of it also, lamala. Gimel, so it's part of the Gimel, so it goes back up, and that's to show you that it's going up and getting tucked away, so to speak. Or Yisrael. He says, Al Tikuni Azor, so all of this and going through these different names and who's talking about there. Which is the Yesod, Nikra Orach, it's called a pathway, or something like that, a road. Because what's really on the inside of it is hidden. So it's like an impression of something behind it. So with the hazivug, now when the zivug is going to take for a hayus, yored, that's a word hayutz, yored betzadik, it goes down to this place which is the yesod, and machayehun brings life into it, brings the life force, which is in our case is the chesadim. It goes up, it goes down. That's the idea, it goes up where its normal place is when it's not azman yichud, and then it comes back down ad kan. So look over the Otza Biurim, he says, Shehuva over Od Biurim Be'inyan Zeh. There's more. We're going to see more about that. Ein Sham B'Shem or Yakar and then the V'Hadras Melech V'Od. He says V'Rei Od da going on. Let's read on from number Nun Zion. Maybe we have just time to. So today is now okay. We have 6:05. So let's see what we have in time here. So reading on from the top of page Kuf Samach Kuf Mem Vav, we'll read like this: Dechsiv v'zecher shekosov u'b'pasuk hashlishi shel Parshas Bereshis. It says what? V'yar Elokim es or kitov. Now we have this word kitov. Shehu b'sod his kaladus chesed gevura hanikra tov. So if you, that is meaning yichud. V'ha'inyan hu ki shtei b'chinos or hanal shehem yihi or mitzad chesed v'yihi or mitzad gevura miskaladem yachad b'sod kabim soy. V'oz gam b'bechinas shleimus v'nikroim tov. That we had the b'bechinas shleimus v'nikra tov, because now you're in a position of completeness. And so therefore, we call this, he says, Nikroim Tov. Therefore, we call it good. Now, let's see what we could do with this number Nun Hey here. I think it's a Hey, it's a Ches, excuse me. He says, we're going above Yehi or Yehi or Shehem Yamin is small. Rebbe Zohar, he says, Hanal Shem B'Sayim Sham B'Zel Lashona V'Yar Elokem Es Or Ketov. Da amuda de Isa. This is the middle line. Ki tov ankir ila revisata. So because the tov really it illuminates both what's up above and down below. In other words, it brings shefa both ways. V'lakol shara b'chabesitrin and every place else as well. Ad kan ayin sham became bezoyer in Truma. He says now, B'sayim sham. V'zal l'shona v'yar Elokim es or kitov v'saz chebechadida ihu amuda dekoyim b'emseisa. This is the middle line. Tov means the middle line. V'koyim v'achkid b'sitra chebedacha b'sitra dawn. It makes a yichud right and left. In other words, brings them together. K'adachavach shlim b'chadetlas sitrin ksiv be ki tov. Which is we don't have anywhere else. Adkan. Also bringing different places about the word tov. It's really what we're doing. So this he concludes over there, and this is what he says. V'yar Elokim es or kitov. 1 second. Let me just see my screen. Okay. He said kitov. Da amuda de emseisa de he tov ad kan v'kain ku b'ferish sulam kama. Also the sulam says v'zel the son of v'zecha v'yar v'lokim as a or kitov shal yedecha b'kain b'chalakav emsoy ma'asa or tov. That's how light becomes good. Yizecha b'kuhu shav misyached im hayamim, because that's the idea ad kan ubir v'rei. He says, furthermore. B'mikdash melech, he says, shenevar ki chesed. Whoa. I'm way off here. 1 second. V'chein hu b'perish hasulam. We did that. So he said, b'birach ha'inyan ku b'mikdash melech. That's where I'm at now. Ki chesed levad edach of shleimus ki oz harishayim Einam Yoreim Minidin, because everything is just too nice. Ubegavura Levad Einu Shleimas Ki Oz Gamat Tzadikim Einam Yecholin La'aba Benegdo, because even good people can't stand by dinim. Ki Medaktech Imachim Kachut Asara, because especially with Tzadikim, he's the left side is really looking at them like very finely. So, but the middle line. This is the line of complete of perfection. Ki lepamim osedin the pam osechesed l'rishayim v'letzadikim kamol peshara. So it always is trying to make a middle ground, something matching the lukewarm. V'lechein nikra tov ein sham v'ka'in zecher b'bira groa. Look, what does the groa say? Al tikuni al zohar sham. What does he say? The iku tov, that's good. This is a quote, I guess. He said, after the Hishtamesh Kabul Shamro, Yisra Enim Yeholid Lo Barov Tuv Barov Puranos. It's not good in either one of those two. Ka'asta Alechem Eda Yochel Amod. So if you get angry, that's destructive. So Hishpata Alehem Tova Eni Yechola La'amos. So he says his Hishpata Alehem. So he said Ad Khan. So he said, in other words, I can't stand if it's too much din. Einshan. V'al derek zecha b'rei b'bira groa. So over al Sifra Ditzniut. Here we are here le'el. Shehevi Gemara brings a Gemara over there. B'sayim b'zel d'shono. What happened here? Okay, we're back again. So we're down at the bottom. So he says in the Sifra Ditzniut, the Gra brings this. Shehevi Gemara Hizachanachal and B'sayim B'zel D'Shona B'tok Devara B'zel Shechesed and Noisin Osher Yosem B'dai. So Chesed could just make you too rich. It's not good. But then Noisin Rish. I'm not sure what the word. I don't know the word Rish. V'shnechem Einim Tovim, and the two of them by themselves are not good. La'olam Ad Kan V'Ayin Sham Od, and look over there further. Okay, I guess we'll stop right here. And let's get out the next sefer.